Oftentimes, when I've gone out for social events and ended up at a sports bar, I end up having a somewhat typical experience. I grab a bite to eat, I maybe get a drink or two, end up watching the game if one's on, but the experience kind of ends with that, really. Um, there's been times that I've been to barbecues or get-togethers during the summer, and I've observed people's interaction. They're a lot more social, a lot more outgoing at barbecues than out in public like at a bar. But I noticed that a lot of people had similarities in games that they play at these barbecues, and games like cornhole, games like ladder ball or can jam or horseshoes, things like that. And it got me thinking, well, what if there was an opportunity to blend the small feel and the social gathering, the social warmth, if you will, of a barbecue into a public environment like a sports bar? And that led way to me thinking of the business opportunity, which I call LOBS Cornhole Bar and Grill. LOBS Cornhole Bar and Grill specifically caters to people that play backyard games such as cornhole and ladder ball and horseshoes and things of that nature. We specifically cater to them by providing our most unique service offering, which is called the arena. In essence, the arena is a small stadium. The playing field consists of several lanes that the cornhole players can play. And surrounding it will be bleachers, just like a mini stadium. It'll have a big scoreboard and really give a sense of legitimacy and a sense of prestige in winning any of our tournaments there. We want it to be a very formal, very legitimate feel to it, so that we kind of stir that competitive spirit in those kind of players, people that are interested in playing that kind of game. That caters more toward the cash tournaments and the regular weekly leagues that we aim to incorporate as part of our business plan to keep to establish brand loyalty and to have repeat customers. Due to the weekly scheduling of the games, the frequency of them. Outside of the arena and its ability to attract more of the gaming clientele or more of the gaming target market, we look to more in-house things like food and drink. We're going to offer services, we're going to offer great happy hours. We're going to have kind of like a mug club where if you frequent the bar, you get discounted drink rates to kind of stimulate that to exactly stimulate that repeat customer, to keep people coming back. Again, outside of the arena, we think plenty of people are going to come back for the arena aspect as well. Another thing keeping repeat customers is the models, the waiters and waitresses that we're going to hire specifically because they're visually appealing. They're going to help set that atmosphere we intend to create by keeping things lively, keeping things easygoing, and keeping things fun and light. The bar experience delivery and our special events, we're going to have big ticket items, pay-per-view items like UFC, big football games. We're going to have the college games, of course, the bowl games. We're going to have all sorts of sports things, whether it's pay-per-view or not, so we can provide that to our customers to get them to come back into the door for those kinds of things as well. We feel great about the business opportunity that LOBS represents. The nightclub and bar industry generates about $26 billion a year according to IBIS World Market Research, and is expected to grow 1.4% annually for the next 10 years just in that sector alone. So implementing a bar such as LOBS with this specific niche of having this added capability and this added ability for customers to participate at their bar and not just sit there and look at it, we feel that being the first to do so would definitely give us a strength and a competitive advantage going into a market such as this. Our specific location is pegged for between Baltimore, Maryland, and Washington, D.C., specifically because of the fan base there for such games. The Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Redskins, two huge football influences around this area. Um, Both are very familiar with the cornhole games themselves as they tailgate, to different games. Very popular game around here. Uh, Along with that location is our target market specifically is there are a lot of people with disposable income in this area, specifically in Anne Arundel, Howard, and Calvert counties, right along the bay there. Um, this area is home to a lot of different government agencies. There's military installations around here. There's a large pool of corporate professionals and IT business people, things like that, that we can pull from. And our target market is right along that guideline. We definitely want those sports fans, those Ravens fans and those Redskins fans in our bar. We definitely want to attract that type of market. But from a more demographic standpoint, our target market is middle-class men and women aged 21 to 55, making at least $40,000 per year, living in Anne Arundel, Howard, or Calvert counties, right where we want to establish our bar specifically, where we physically want to put it. Our target market begins at the $40,000 level due to their increased purchasing in alcohol. According to SBDC Net News Magazine, household incomes from $40,000 to $70,000 spend about 15% more on beer and ales. So we want to target that kind of demographic that already has that interest in alcohol and also, the social environment of these bars. We want to target that demographic. And they can be found in those three counties specifically. Anne Arundel County, for example, has approximately 321,000 people in that demographic. Howard County has 177,000 in that demographic. And Calvert County comes in last at about 52,000. So we have that demographic in that area. Those are the kind of folks that we want to target. They're young to middle aged. They make money. They make well. They play hard. They like their football. They like their sports, and they're fanatics about it. They're true fans of it. So they're very active. The culture around here are people that are very active. These folks typically commute to work because the better jobs are in the city, but real estate's so expensive. A lot of people are active, work long hours. So that really gives a suggestion to that work hard, play hard mentality, which these folks absolutely do have. Regardless if there's Redskins fans or there's Ravens fans, they're both rabid about their teams, specifically in the football market. There's also very varying college loyalties around here too that are also very hyper in nature. But that's the kind of people that we want to tap into, those people that are energetic, that have that disposable income, that make money, that they want to come and spend it at our bar. Aside from casual playing, we also want to tap into the market of the competitive cornhole players. There is a considerable market for competitive cornhole, and we aim to establish the arena and build it in such a way that it says it's more of a shrine to the game, so that anybody who wants to play cornhole on a competitive level will come here and play their game. We really want to cultivate that competitive nature of cornhole and bring it to the leagues and to the tournaments and generate that kind of buzz. Personally, I've experienced a similar event where it was just a cornhole tournament, but it also had beer sponsors and things like that. People came from as far as North Carolina to Maryland to participate in the cornhole tournament. So the interest is there, the market is there. If we have a place like that that's a professional facility to house these kind of games, where these people are driving from North Carolina to Maryland just to play outside under a pavilion maybe, or out in the open. If we have a professional place instead, we have that market. And if we're the first one there, then we can corner that market. We have the competitive advantage. Establishing a cornhole bar satisfies two major service demands, the first of which is a better overall sports bar experience. The second is an official, regulation-sized place for cornhole players to play. By providing a better atmosphere and better bar experience with the residual, continual, and explosive potential of competitive interest in cornhole, we feel that LOBS could be a trendsetter in this market niche.